Every time somebody gets murdered, I get called. I have to investigate. Detectives are the first. Right, and that's what it is. But I mean, I told her, I said, honestly, you're gonna have to understand that it's gonna be almost like the Navy. I'm not gonna. It's not that I can't talk about work. It's that I don't want to talk about work. I don't want to have to tell her, about some psycho fucking. Yes, I'm gonna tell her something so that it's not like I'm a completely different person, but I don't want to be sitting there telling her gory details. I don't want to have to tell her about how some psycho fucking flipped on his family and killed his kids with a fucking hatchet. You don't want to talk about that. It's not something that I want her to have to fucking live with. Yep. Yeah, pretty much. Exactly. It's not something you want to be around. It's not a healthy environment like that. Yeah, exactly, and that's what it is. I'm coming home to something that makes me sane to go back the next day and deal with the shit that I don't want to. But I mean, it's a gory job, and somebody's got to do it. You know what? You know. You know how much cops get paid in Chicago? I'm not worried about it. It's more hazardous for my health right now being fucking in a submarine than it is for me to fucking deal with psychos. At least there, I'll have a fucking gun like they do, and I have Kevlar. I'm more equipped than they are. Yes, there's fucking hollow points which are cop killers. Blows through Kevlar. Point is, don't get shot. You have it for a backup. You don't want to get shot. You don't want to put it to the test. Exactly. And I mean, I told her, I said, you might come visit me in the hospital if you're there. I was like, that's maybe how it is. But I mean, a cop gets paid there $75 grand a year. I'm not going to be starting out at the bottom. I have prior military experience, and I'll be having my degree, and I'll be having a nice little fucking connection because it's nice to have connections in the police force. I'll be coming in, and Uncle Pat is a sergeant who turned down a lieutenant promotion. If he took his... Huh? I honestly don't... Well, he said that he turned down lieutenant not because of anything else, but if you're a lieutenant, they can move you to a different precinct. You get moved to a different precinct around Chicago, you have to give up your apartment and you have to go somewhere else because you don't have 2 hours to drive. So, I mean... So that's what he said. And I said, yeah, but if I'm in the same area, I really don't care where I live. I'm not going to be having a house like that. I mean, if I lived in the city like that, where are you going to buy a house at? Yeah, where I don't have the cash to buy right now. Could I get one? I could actually get one. But if I become a lieutenant, then I have to do the same thing, and I have to worry about getting moved. So, I mean... I could, yes. But when I get up there... Well, I mean, the thing is, that I'm not gonna really worry about it yet until I get there. I mean, I have VA, so I'll be able to get a place. I'm gonna be able to put away some money before I leave. So I have a couple grand in my bank account, my savings, a couple grand in my savings account, maybe a 1,500 or so in my fucking checking account, and then I'll have no debt because I'll be able to pay off my debt when I'm on the boat. I already know this. I only owe Dad $6, and I only owe mine, I think, $5. So I only have $11,000 for my college. I'll be able to pay it off. It'll take me a couple of years, but I'll be able to pay it off. It'll take me probably like a year and a half or so, 2 years to pay off, 2.5, a year to a year and a half to pay off the debt that I owe to Dad. And it'll only take me maybe another half a year to a year to pay off the debt that I owe for myself. So I'm coming out at 23, 24, no debt. Fucking, I'll have anywhere from 5 to 10 years in the Navy. And I'll be able to take and say, okay, hey, here's my 5 to 10 years in the Navy. And I will take the police force. Those 5 to 10 years get transferred to police years. So I already have 5 to 10 years counted on the job. I only have to do another 10 to 15 for a 20 year. I don't know if it's 20 for officer. I think it might be 15 for the second. Which means I only have 5 to 10 years to fucking work for the police force, and then I'm retired at 40, get another job, part-time job then. Retire when I'm 50 after having a part-time job for 10 years, and I'll have fucking at least a pension. I work till I'm 55 and I'll have 2 pensions. It's not bad. Exactly. 55 years old having 2 pensions, I think I'll be able to live okay. Not planning on it. I mean, it is what it is. She's only going to be like 3 hours away from where she lives. She's in the southernmost tip of Winona. Or the southernmost tip of Minnesota. It's only like a 3-hour drive. Chicago. To Chicago, or to Illinois, to Chicago itself, it's like, I don't know, 6, maybe. Or I could put her ass on get her ass on an airplane and have a, hour and a half flight? Not even. I remember when they flew me to Minneapolis. It's a 5-hour train ride too. $80 for a 5-hour train ride. You take no. There's a train station, there's an Amtrak station that goes right from Winona to Chicago. It goes from Union Station to Minnesota, to Winona, right outside of the college. Different train station. There's one that goes from Eau Claire down, but that's a different train line. Exactly. From, I know there's one that goes down there, because remember I tried to get Dad to let me go down on the train when I wanted to go visit Josh. There's one that goes from Eau Claire down to Rockford. Look into Amtrak.